as Hoffinger gets us set. We are underway. Atlanta is coming off a 2017 win against Dallas, as they will be taking on the Chicago Bears. We do have two starting QBs in Nick Foles and Mitchell Trubisky. Not that both of them are the starting QBs. I'm sure who's going to be the starter. They do send out Nick Foles as the starting QB. This season so far, Foles has been pretty solid. 547 passing yards, 2 touchdowns, and a pick. As he's set to get this team started here for Chicago, offensively, defensively. Chicago was able to snag a few sacks last week as Trey Burton gets a big 16-yard gain on his first completion. Jimmy Graham, forgot Jimmy Graham went to the Bears offseason. I do apologize, this brings up 1st and 10. We should see the rookie AJ Terrell a lot more this week as he moves up to the 3rd cornerback role. This is the secondary that constantly struggles. You need to change something up. Why not toss in your 1st round pick? See what he can do, as they will send the man, Cordell Patterson, in motion to the right. As Foles looks broken up, Deion Jones intended for Harris. I do believe they'll bring up a 2nd and 10. Good defense here from Atlanta. Atlanta allowed 17 points last week, 35 points in the first week. They allowed 17-2. That's intercepted before I speak. Ricardo Allen, and he's going to go all the way high, stepping into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Anyway, as I was saying, Atlanta put up 20 last week against Dallas. Defense allowed 17. Did pick off Prescott. And they start off right where they leave off. Atlanta takes a 17-0 lead off of the Ricardo Allen pick 6. Hoffinger set to kick this one back to Chicago. It's back 8:38 remaining in this quarter, as it will be returned. One brought down to 25 there. Not even Cordell Patterson doing kick returns. That's Tariq Cohen back there. This will bring up the speedy all-around player in Cordell Patterson with the 1st and 10. As they will send, believe that's Trey Quinn in motion. That is Trey Quinn. Trey Quinn tackled at the 30, gain of 5. Quinn getting a shot coming off from the Washington football team. As Foles shotgun formation, he takes the snap. Foles under pressure, gets it off to his new tight end, Jimmy Graham. Jimmy Graham picks up 4, bringing up a 3rd and 1. This defense is really looking to be improved this week. I mean, already looked to be improved based on the start that they had. And on the 3rd and inches play now, what will Foles draw up? Foles to draw up a quick pass there. Allen Robinson tackle made by Kendall Sheffield. On the quick slant, Robinson does a great job with his route running and being able to work open on those quick little slant throws. This will be a handoff now to David Montgomery. Montgomery wrapped up at the 3. This is a very crowded backfield with Patterson, Montgomery, and Cohen. Cohen looking to be a trade piece when no one really had interest. As all day to throw is Foles. Here, time eventually runs out as Grady Jarrett will get him for a sack. That was basically a coverage sack, as Foles had basically all day to throw, but just the coverage held up and forced a sack. This will bring up now a 3rd and 18. As Foles will look. This will be Cordell Patterson breaking off 3 and then finally brought down at the 45. I believe that was Ricardo Allen on the tackle. This will now bring up a 4th and 6. And it's out of bounds at 3, so Matt Ryan is a quarterback taking over here. No, not taking over as a QB for this drive, of course. Looking for his first Super Bowl. He has been there, but has not won it, as Todd Gurley will take off for 6. Gurley had potentially the best game he's had in a while last week. As Matt Ryan now dropping back. Ryan looking to set up a screen. He can set up to Gurley. Gurley breaks off one tackle, is brought down there at the 20. That's an 11-yard catch and run for Gurley, bring up a 1st and 10. Tasha Sharp stepped in last week and caught 5 balls. As Matt Ryan takes the snap, Ryan looks and will find his main target in Julio Jones there on the drag, 14 yards. Julio has been Ryan's favorite target all season and all his career. 13 catches for 172 yards here for Julio so far this season. As Todd Gurley has a hole, Gurley breaks off one, is brought down there at the 43 by Danny Trevathan. Gain of about 9. Gurley remains in the game. Yeah, no, as I was saying, Julio, one of his favorite targets. As Gurley puts the ball on the turf, he was blown up, picked up Eddie Jackson. That's one problem that Todd Gurley has, is fumbles. So he got absolutely blown up on a spin move. And the fumble was recovered there by Eddie Jackson. So we'll bring up now Nick Foles again on 1st and 10 play. As Keanu Neal absolutely lays out Trey Quinn, but Quinn will not have enough possession for it to be a fumble. 2nd and 10 now here for Chicago. As Chicago looks and will find Allen Robinson. Shoots off Deion Jones. Tackle was brought down by Olakun. Robinson has 13 catches for 170 yards and a touchdown on the season. Looking to improve in this game. He's basically the top target here for Chicago. As on the 1st and 10 now, this is a handoff to Cordero, who has the room, and he's tackled there by Darqueze Dennard and eventually Keanu Neal, but after a 12-yard carry. Patterson's more receiving back. This is a throwing team, surprisingly, because they don't really have a true QB. As Terrell Suggs checks in. This will be a handoff. David Montgomery's wrapped up there by Sheffield. That's the one good thing about Sheffield is he's a tackling corner. So bring up now 2nd and 10 for Atlanta. This is a handoff. Cordero Patterson's wrapped up. Deion Jones right there, loss of 3. Deion Jones did not fall for that pass. For the fake, I should say, he didn't fall for it. For this will be one-on-one coverage. Allen Robinson makes the grab, touchdown Chicago. What a throw there by Foles, and what a catch there by Allen Robinson working in Sheffield. As that coverage really couldn't get any better except for maybe being more in front. As Robinson will give Chicago a tie game, 7-7. 6 plays, 50 yards, 209 for Chicago. As this is looking returnable, Oliver will return it about 1 yard deep. He will take it down at the 22 points. So an okay return here for Oliver. 105 remaining in the quarter. Atlanta coming off of a turnover, and that was a Todd Gurley fumble. Seeing what they do here, it is a 1st and 10. Ryan looking over the top. He finds his man Julio jumping over Eddie Jackson. And Julio Jones with a big completion there to pick up a nice little 1st down. Matt Ryan now takes the snap and will hand it off Gurley. Gurley's brought down at the 44 carries, 27 yards for Todd Gurley today. So it's not even like he's doing bad. So Matt Ryan will look and will find Calvin Ridley there for the 1st down reception. Ridley with his 1st catch of the game for 8 yards. This will take us to the end of the 1st quarter. Atlanta 7, Chicago 7. This is start the 2nd. It's the handoff there. Todd Gurley breaks off one and Gurley's into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Todd Gurley with the beautiful run there. Shaking it off, high stepping into the end zone. As the extra point now from Young Koo is good. 14 Atlanta, 7 Chicago. 4 plays, 78-yard drive, taking up only a minute and 11 of the quarter. As Hofrichter is set to kick this one back to Chicago. It is up, and will it be returnable? It will not. Tariq Cohen takes a knee as Tampa Bay is leading Denver 7-0. Tampa Bay currently 0-2, surprisingly. Basically at Super Bowl hopes or nothing. as Foles under pressure, under a little bit of pressure, finds Anthony Miller there for a first down reception. However, there is a flag down. It's going to be illegal contact by Deion Jones downfield. The play will believe it was declined. This will bring up first and 10 now. Foles tossing it to the outside. That's a nice tackle there by Ricardo Allen. He shakes off of a block, able to wrap up Patterson to bring him down. 2nd and 11 for Atlanta. Now, Jimmy Graham is blown up there by Keanu Neal. He shook off of Ricardo Allen's hit, and then Keanu Neal he could not shake off, which will bring up a 3rd and 4. This will be a nice catch there, Allen Robinson working in Sheffield. Right for 1st and 10. Robinson with his 4th catch of the day for 71 yards. He does have a touchdown, obviously, worked against Sheffield and scored that touchdown. This will be Robinson's 5th catch, brought down by Olakun. Robinson having a great start to his day. 2nd and 7 now. For Atlanta, Trey Quinn wide open. Foles finds him, and Quinn is into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Just a defensive breakdown. Trey Quinn was able to work open with his speed. Just a breakdown in coverage because of the secondary, and Chicago takes it. And Chicago will tie back up this game. 5 plays, 75 yards, 224. Was taken up. As Oliver will take it to about the 24. It's still leaving 7:26 remaining in the first half. As Ryan takes the snap, Ryan's under pressure. He tries to plant Calvin Ridley, can't hang on. Fuller was kind of in coverage. Ridley honestly just straight up dropped as this will bring up a 2nd and 10. Matt Ryan under pressure trying to find Calvin Ridley, incomplete, who's on the run. This will bring up a 3rd and 10. It's going to be an extremely tough play here. As Ryan overthrows Hayden Hurst, and that will be picked off. Eddie Jackson, he shakes off one, and will be brought down there by Jamon Brown and Matt Ryan. That was just a bad throw by Ryan. Tried to find Hayden Hurst over the middle. It's a good decision because Hurst was open, but just an overthrow by Ryan ends up being interceptions where Darrell Patterson will take off for 2. That's Deion Jones and Ricardo Allen on the tackle, bring up a 2nd and 8. He's looking Trey Quinn over the middle. Ricardo Allen brings down Trey Quinn. And Ricardo Allen isn't really a corner, so he's struggling in coverage, and that's what they've been running for most of the game. Definitely need to switch it up. So we're up a 1st and 10. That's a nice tackle there, Deion Jones. We're up a 2nd and 9. Kel Suggs remaining in the game. Basically, since he's been signed, it's just been a similar role as Olakun with the tackle. Deion Jones' initial hit, but Patterson broke that. Olakun brings him down, bringing up a 3rd and 8. Now on the 3rd and 8, touchdown Anthony Miller. Foles with his 3rd passing touchdown of the game. This one was to Anthony Miller, wide open. And Chicago is set to take a 21-14 lead. Extra point is up, and it is good. Chicago 21, Atlanta 14. Matt Ryan looking upset on the sideline. Here is Atlanta was coming off of a pick. would set up that touchdown. As Oliver now returning it. Oliver will take it to about the 26 before being brought down. This will bring up a 1st and 10 here for Atlanta. Matt Ryan coming straight up under center. Ryan taking the snap. Matt Ryan looks and will find his target in Julio Jones wide open in the middle. 5 for 8, 81 yards and a touchdown now for Ryan. This will be a handoff here. Todd Gurley shakes off one, brought down at the 46. 6 carries, 67 yards and a touchdown for Gurley. He's running it very, very effectively. Ryan now running play action. Ryan looking, and he finds his man, Julio Jones, along the sideline, caught their 1st down. What a pass, what a find to Julio. As Ryan looks and will find his target, Taji Sharp there for gain 4-7 for 10, 102 yards. And an interception here for Matt Ryan. Now handed off. Gurley brought down at the 24, just back at the line of scrimmage. Back at 36. Khalil Mack did a nice little job there. Work as Ryan now will find his wide receiver Laquan Treadwell down at the 9. That was a great 3rd down pickup for Laquan Treadwell. He came over expecting a little bit of a bigger role, but then obviously they traded for Tajay Sharp, so his role lessened as Todd Gurley don't know if he did catch it. He did catch it, so Gurley will be in about 1 or 2 on the play that to bring up a 2nd goal. Ryan under pressure, he gets it off. Calvin Ridley's tackled there at the 2. That's a gain of 7 to bring up a 3rd and goal now here. Atlanta trying to get it to Julio, incomplete. That was just a bad decision by Matt Ryan to throw it. A 2nd and 2, Atlanta will be going for it. Or 4th and goal at the 2. Atlanta going for it. Ryan barking on a play call. Ryan looking towards Julio, batted down by Eddie Jackson there. That was just honestly bad though by Julio. By Matt Ryan. Double coverage, however, this will bring up a 1st and 10. It's going to be a tough play to not get a safety. Sheffield's with good defense there, working against Anthony Miller to bring up a 2nd and 10. Foles is barking on a play call. Patterson with the hole, and he will be brought down, but not after a gain of 7. This will bring up a 3rd and 3. Foles dropping back. He finds Trey Quinn, who has blocking ahead. Trey Quinn still going as Kazi. And Daniel Jones brings down to 47. What a play there. Trey Quinn is having a great day. I mean, it's just a missed tackle there. And Quinn was able to break it to bring up a 1st and 10. As they will find Quinn once again, who puts the ball on the turf. Deion Jones breaks it up. Bring up a 2nd and 10. McKinley putting a little bit of pressure on Foles. Cordell Patterson sneaking through. Patterson brought down to 39. Chicago used their 1st time out of the half. First down there for Jimmy Graham with his 5th catch of the game. Foles under pressure will find Jimmy Graham there. They'll be brought down at the 22. most likely just going to set up Chicago. And the field goal is up and is good. 24-14. Chicago leads 10 seconds left in the half. Oliver now will return it at about the 3. Oliver looking for a hole, and Oliver's brought down at 26 with 3 seconds left. As Ryan will hand this one off to Todd Gurley. Gurley breaks off one tackle and is brought down after a gain of 4. That'll end the quarter. Chicago dominating Atlanta right now, 24-14. Chicago, though, will start, or Atlanta, excuse me, will start with the ball here. To start the third quarter, the kick is underway. Oliver will be on the return, about the 3-yard line once again. Oliver gets the return. Oliver's brought down to 27, so 24-yard return there for Isaiah Oliver. Todd Gurley has been one strong piece of this Atlanta offense so far this year. This will be a handoff to Gurley, and Gurley's brought down after a gain of about 10. 9 carries, 81 yards, and a touchdown for Todd Gurley. A little bit shy of 100 yards rushing as Matt Ryan takes the snap. Ryan under pressure. Ryan's picked off. That's Danny Trevathan. He is going to most likely be going all the way. No, he won't. Brought down at the 6, Danny Trevathan. Ryan was under pressure, had to get rid of it. This will bring up now 3rd and goal. Patterson brought down there by Grady Jarrett after a loss of about 1. This will bring up 2nd and goal. Foles, shotgun, Patterson to his left. Taking the snap, Patterson. Foles will quickly find Jimmy Graham, brought down by Keanu Company after game 2. To bring up a 3rd and goal. This Atlanta defense just looking for a defensive stop. There's Jimmy Graham. Can he hold on to the football? No, he can't. That's great defense. All looking to break it up. As the field goes up and is good, 27-14. Chicago leads. As Oliver will return it, and Oliver's brought down to 21-yard line. That's my bad. I honestly pressed the wrong button there. That's why I did that random spin moves. So honestly, this could be the end for Matt Ryan. He has not played well all season. I think it's time. Blake Bortles to come onto the field. Blake Bortles getting a shot here. Down by 2 scores. Bortles looking, and he'll find his man Calvin Ridley there, gain of about 7. She picks up 6, excuse me. Bring up a 2nd and 4. This will be a handoff. Gurley almost has a hole. Eddie Jackson with a good wrap-up tackle there. Bring him down after a gain of 1. This will bring up now a 3rd and 3. Bortles takes the snap. Bortles fires incomplete. Intended for Tajay Sharp. As Hoffrichter now on to punt here for Atlanta. Hoffrichter's punt is up. Probably be returnable by Cordero Patterson. Will be returned as Oliver hits him as soon as he catches it down at the 31. Great punt coverage there by Atlanta's Nick Foles and this offense take back the ball yet again. This will be a handoff to Monte Kizzy. Ricardo Allen there on the tackle. As Deion Jones misses a tackle there, Dante Fowler and company wrap him up to bring him down after a gain of 1. This will bring up a 3rd and 2. Charles Suggs checks into the game. Alright, as this is a good defensive stop here. Olakun with the big tackle there, and David Montgomery bringing up a 4th and 3. For Atlanta, that's just a key defensive stop. She got it as O'Donnell with the punt. Oliver on the return about the 15. He will be down at the 24. So he's actually at the 19. He's about down at the 24 by Chicago. As Blake Bortles remains in the game here for Atlanta. First and 10, Bortles almost just throws a pick there. I mean, don't even know why he threw that ball. It was so covered as the now 2nd and 10 here for Atlanta. Bortles rolling out. Bortles on the run trying to find Julio. Throws a little bit behind Julio's. This is around 3rd and 10. Bortles from overtook Jacksonville to the AFC Championship a few years ago. You can argue that the defense did as Bortles incomplete intended for Julio Jones. That's definitely going to be the end of Bortles' day. Just toss back in Matt Ryan. I mean, Bortles being only 28, just wanted to take a look to see what he can do, at least in an actual game situation compared to preseason. And it's just not really working out. This will be Patterson. Terrell misses the tackle. This will be the rookie Jalen Hawkins and company, bringing him down to 38. Cordell Patterson with the return. First and 10 now for Chicago. There's probably just going to try and look at the clock. Souls now hands this one off. Montgomery will take it for about 5. Actually takes it for 4, bringing up 2nd and 6. Carter Wallen on the tackle there after Trey Quinn picks up a gain of 3, which will bring up a 3rd and 2. Actually, he might have picked up 4, excuse me. The 3rd and 2, David Montgomery gets there and more. Deion Jones and Turquoise and Norton wraps him up at the 44. It's about a gain of 12. What a run there by David Montgomery. Chicago needed a 1st down there. Just a great job by Chicago picking it up. Just bring up 1st and 10. Deion Jones wraps up a point, brings him down after a gain of about 4. Trey Quinn was potentially the best game of his career. This will bring up a 2nd and 6. Ricardo Allen on the tackle there, Jimmy Graham. Now on the 3rd and 4 play. Dropping back is Foles. It's picked off. Olakun. And Olakun's brought down now at the 42. This might have been the change that Atlanta needs. This will be a 1st and 10. Matt Ryan checks back into the game after sitting out last drive. Ryan will quickly find his tight end. He nursed there for a gain of 6. Ryan looking corner. Julio Jones. He makes one man miss, and Julio Jones will high step into the end zone. Touchdown Atlanta, and that's what they need, a quick touchdown now. For the Falcons, Matt Ryan finds his man in Julio Jones. For the first touchdown reception of the season, Young Hoku is up, and it is good. 27-21, Chicago leads. So there's about a minute 49 remaining in the 3rd quarter. Hoffridger's kick is up. Cone will probably be taking a knee in the end zone. Yes, it is. 27-21 here in Atlanta. Now it's running play action. Foles does have all day to throw into Marcel Darius. Price through the middle and lays out Nick Foles. That's just a coverage factor. Literally everyone was covered. Just bring up a 2nd and 22 now. Foles throws yet another pick six, and Atlanta comes back. Ricardo Allen high-stepping into the end zone, his 2nd pick six of the game. And Atlanta all of a sudden ties up the game at 27 apiece. What a turnaround here for Atlanta. As Young Ho's Koo's extra point is up, and it just gets in there. 28-27, Atlanta leads. And this was just a crazy turnaround. It was Foles now with 3 interceptions on the game, 3 touchdowns. Jimmy Graham makes the reception that they're down at the 33. Gain of about 8. Atlanta all season has struggled at covering tight ends. I mean, they continue to do so today. So now we give David Montgomery. Montgomery, I do believe, picks up the first down. Picked up about 3. He did indeed pick up 3. Foles finds a wide open Anthony Miller. This will be the end of the 3rd quarter. Atlanta all of a sudden leads 28-27. And they turn around at the 3rd quarter. Robinson breaks off Deion Jones's tackle, but Ricardo Allen's right there. Just to bring him down, bring up a 2nd and 3. Patterson wide open on the quick little reception there. Don't even know how he got that open. Other than check down, there was no one even close to him. That's a nice little tackle. Brought a 16-yard gain. Alright, down at 16, excuse me. Foles dropping back to pass. Wide open over the middle, Anthony Miller. Where is Deion Jones going? I need to know. I need to know where the fuck Deion Jones is going. Let's bring up a 1st and goal. Foles taking the stop, touchdown. Jimmy Graham. Chicago's 2-point conversion is not good. 33-28. Chicago leads. Ryan looks to find his man Julio Jones open over the middle, brought down at the 50. That's a 25-yard reception there to Julio Jones. I mean, Julio X Factor is rumbling and stumbling now. Ryan looking over the middle again, Julio Jones. That's why you need to double Julio, you can't leave him one-on-one, so catch it all the time. There's another reception there, Julio Jones. Julio now with 8 catches for 189 yards. Matt Ryan now, he has this one off. Todd Gurley has a hole. And Gurley's brought down. He's over 100. He's not over 100 yards yet. 11 carries, 93 yards. And a touchdown for Gurley. He's almost over 100. Matt Ryan intended for Calvin Ridley, broken up. Ryan just tried to fit that in to Ridley, I mean. Ryan was trying to find Julio Jones to the end zone there, but they did a good job at actually double covering him. Ryan looks touchdown. Tight end Hayden Hurst, what a play. Honestly, I'm gonna do what we did with the Giants franchise. That's not play defense anymore. Just kind of frustrating. Chicago does retake the lead. 41-34 as Matt Ryan will just get this one away. I don't want to speak too soon, but Atlanta has done a great job at keeping Cleveland off without the pass rush. That's a great job by the starting tackles. Hayden Hurst looked over and incomplete. Hurst can't hold that one in. This will bring up a 3rd and 10. It's going to be an extremely tough 3rd down conversion. Ryan's picked off. I mean, that was right to Fuller. Or Creep Talib, excuse me. I mean, Talib just covered Sharp all the way. That's a touchdown. Just turnover city here for Atlanta. As Ryan looks and will find Julio Jones on the catch. They're brought down to 41. Ryan looks and will find Julio there for another 1st down reception. Julio with his 10th catch of the game for 221 yards. I mean, if there's going to be a receiver who leads the league, probably is going to be Julio. Ryan looks and will find Calvin Ridley there. Ridley changing direction. And Ridley's into the end zone. Touchdown Atlanta. Now we do just need a defensive stop, and sadly Chicago will be getting the 1st downs that they need to take the win. 48-41 Chicago wins over Atlanta. It was just a turnover-filled day for both teams. I mean, Nick Foles and Matt Ryan. This was a fumble from Todd Gurley earlier. You have 4 turnovers, you're most likely never going to win a game. But I did think that Matt Ryan did an okay job. 18 for 30, 3 touchdowns, 3 picks, 1191 and 93 touchdown. Julio 221s. Couldn't really get other receivers involved. Sack-wise, Marcel Darius and Grady Jarrett Carter on the 2 The defense kept them in this game. No, sounds Rick is 48 points, but without the 2 pick sixes from Madden, that would not have been a 1-score game. Anyway, we will see you guys in the next episode. We will be taking on the Green Bay Packers on Monday Night Football. I do believe it's some sort of night game in Green Bay. So I'll see you guys in the next episode. Peace.